Hey, 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 you awake? You awake? You awake? You awake? You awake? There we go. Morning, sunshine. What time is it? About 3:30, why? Oh, don't fall back asleep. Stay with me. Stay awake. Stay awake. Stay awake. Stay awake. I can do this all day. Oh, wah. Don't complain to me. I can be way more annoying than you. Believe me. What's our motto as scouts? Never start a fight you can't win. Besides, soldiers gonna start kicking people out of bed soon. And you might as well start hydrating now, because we got Payload today. I'm about as thrilled as you are. I wish it was Capture the Flag too, but at least it isn't robots, am I right? Should be thankful you got any sleep. I'm fine. I've got a secret weapon, and I'll show you. But you have to promise not to tell, because if you do, I'll tell them this was your idea, understand? Alright, we snuck into Soldier's stash and we stole something important. Check it out. Death Wish coffee. Did you ever wonder how that guy never ran out of energy? I knew he was holding out on us. You take these little cuppy things and you put them in a dispenser and you get the coffee. How to get it? Well, the other classes are actually pretty easy to play once you know the rules, even the spies. You can either challenge or flatter them the right way, and they'll do what you want. Just, be careful around those guys. Not that they're dangerous to us, but they'll take anything to get an excuse to get grabby. Trust me, no butt is safe around a spee. Listen, I know it's agony this high up and this damn cold, but I'm not pushing that damn cart up that damn mountain by my damn self. So I'm willing to share some of this with you, but you have to promise you are going to help me push the cart. You can't go sniper on me and stand off to the side and tell me to push faster, alright? It's not normally a problem with you, but I'm going to need your word on this. Do we have a deal? Fan-friggin-tastic. Let's talk about coffee. Coffee was discovered in Ethiopia around 800 AD. According to local legend, goats would eat the berries and then refuse to sleep, so the goat herder tried it himself and word spread from there. Caffeine is considered a stimulant, but how it works is kinda complicated. See, your brain by itself burns about 500 calories a day, which is a huge amount of energy. That's about the same as running a little over 4 miles, or biking for an hour, or 2,000 sit-ups, or heavy sitting up once. Basically, the more you think, the more energy you burn. Your body hates burning calories, so to combat this, adenosine gets released, which makes you sleepy. Now, caffeine molecules look like adenosine to your brain, so caffeine binds to those receptors instead, blocking adenosine. This means your body thinks it's in an emergency situation and your pituitary gland shoots you up with adrenaline. Adrenaline dilates your pupils, makes your heart beat faster, sends more blood to your muscles, and, I didn't know this, constricts the blood vessels in your skin in case you get cut. It also constricts the vessels in your brain, which is why caffeine can be good for headaches. Interesting fact, when you're exercising very hard, the the amount of blood in your brain drops from 14% to 4%. So if you ever thought, wow, I'm working so hard I can't think straight, you were right. Anyway, is all this adrenaline in your system good for you? Well, it feels really good and boosts your mood. People sensitive to it, you and me, practically bounce off the walls after a high dose. That's part of the reason why it's so addictive, which it is. But as far as addictions go, it's practically nothing. Our biggest concern is the long-term effects on your adrenal glands and how much sleep you're getting. If you have too much, you don't get enough sleep, which makes you sleepier the next day. So you need more. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Okay. Sit here a minute. Don't sleep. I'll be back with your cup. You'll thank me later. Alrighty. One for you. And one for me. Dang. Nothing's wrong, just have a look for yourself. Look how freaking dark that is. Man, I knew it was special. Wow, what? Okay, so how exactly Death Wish is made is a secret, but we do know why it's called the world's strongest coffee. Each cup has 660 milligrams of caffeine. To put that in perspective, a Venti cup this big has 330. The safe zone is less than 400 milligrams. See the skull here? There's a reason. 4 cups of this would be lethal. I'm not worried. I mean, we run on bonk, but we'll need to be careful and not have it too often. I like it straight, but I brought some condensed milk if you wanted it sweeter. It's kind of fun to play with. Gloopity gloopity. Anyway, that's there if you want it. Okay. Sip this slowly. Fraps, or frappuccinos as you might know them, were invented in Boston. They're essentially milkshakes with some coffee in. My first one was when I was 6, I think. I haven't gone without caffeine since. My poor mother. Anyway, if a frappuccino is what love tastes like, this is what revenge tastes like. Or hatred. It's like bitterness and rage in a cup. For some reason, I still like it. Holy crap, I hate Payload. I mean, the maps are alright, but all those tight corners mean that one sentry in the wrong spot is a death trap for us. And where there's sentries, there's pyros, and they love to blast us off of cliffs. That means we'll be on fire a lot. Look on the bright side. We won't be cold for long, but seriously, I'm glad we're taking a break from fighting robots. I mean, shooting real people isn't much fun, but never forget they'll shoot you too. Besides, sometimes we win, sometimes they win, everyone respawns, no harm done. The paychecks don't hurt either. I always wondered how Redmond and Blue Tar got so stinking rich for being so stupid. These are people who literally think gravel science is a thing. They're so dumb that Sexton Hale can play them. That guy would punch a dictionary to learn a new word. I hope you're not too loyal to Plutarch. Rumor has it he's dead or undead or something. But I also hope the fact that there are only 5 scouts on this map is not lost on you. That's why it's so much colder. And that's why, you're shivering. Alright. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay. Hold still. Alright. That better? The coffee will help. Did you know I was the first scout on Blue? It was before your time, before the Sandman was even a thing. There were only 9 of us, can you believe it? Back then, all I could think was, damn, I thought my brothers were bad. I had to share space with 7 stinky old men and a pyro. I've got some stories. But things changed very quickly. Suddenly, there were whole armies of soldiers, swarms of engineers, entire pods of heavies. Get it? Because heavies are... Yeah, alright. The best part were the scout rushes. Whole maps swarming with scouts. We drive teams crazy by demanding dispensers and spazzing out all over the place. Nothing stands against a scout rush for long. I thought at first it'd be like a father figure, you know. I've always wanted lots of kids. But I figured out pretty quick that leading scouts is impossible. It's like herding cats on crack. We're just too independent. It can't be done. Speaking of, if we really need it, and you make it worth my while, I'll show you how to make bonk. Or at least a less teeth-destroying version of it. Since we're having this discussion anyway, I'll be honest with you. I gotta look at one of Engie's letters. The robots aren't stopping. We've lost another base. And what's worse, it's like they knew exactly where to go. Wouldn't think someone on our team would. There. We found a few bodies, about a dozen, in a base that contained over 100. Most of them were spies, but that's not the weird part. The weird part was how they were discovered, but I'll spare you the gory details. The important thing is that all of the other blues and reds, including the scouts, are MIA. That makes Daddy angry. Well, you'd wonder, what could machines possibly want with humans? I have no intention of finding out. I've been in this war a long time, done a lot of soul searching, and I've come to a decision. If it comes to the point where we are seriously talking about teaming up with Reds in order to fight robots, I'm going to do what scouts do best. I've made way too many nemesis? Whatever, I just can't do it. The Red Heavy in particular. I mean, you dominate his medic once, and the guy takes it personal, you know? It's just my job, man. One time he never mind. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, in emergencies like this one, scouts know to go to Badlands. That's where I'll be if you decide to come with me. I mean, not to make it weird. I'm just putting it out there. I've heard that the guy throwing robots at us is named Gray, a long-lost man brother raised by eagles. Normally I'd say that's too stupid to be true, but I've seen ghosts with hats, and a horseless headless horseman that had a head after all. Besides, it doesn't matter anymore. Most of the spies are gone, and not just invisible, but actively deserting. Soldiers won't run because they won't. Heavies won't run because they can't, and that means the medics are going to stay behind with them. Pyros and demo men are kind of a toss-up. I don't think engineers like fighting machines very much. I'd say it's a matter of time before they're either bribed to stop or they just give up. That leaves snipers and us. I do not like those odds. Scouts are brave, but they're not stupid. Don't make that mistake. You're not a soldier, you're a scout, understand? Remember the difference. Don't do anything stupid. When robots take over our territory, they shut down the respawn machines. Anyone who's dead stays dead. What's it worth to you? Whatever it is, promise me you won't get captured. I'd hate to have to come and save your ass too. Well, the fire alarms aren't going off, so I think the medics have made breakfast. Looks like we lucked out. If you can keep anything down, we should get to it. Oh, and bring a jacket. There's a storm coming.